First thing first, thank you for this interview. It is important that this hidden part of the history of Quebec be known by its population, so everybody understand how and why they're lost in a society they have difficulty to understand. And to people of other countries, so they don't get trapped in the same kind of state propaganda that will tell everyone how to think and how to live. The French title of our book is 300,000 Beaten Women. Did you believe it? It, of course, refers to 300,000 beaten women in Quebec only, and every year, out of less than 3 million women of all ages back in 1985, when the government of Quebec published its first document about domestic violence. This figure, of course, was a total lie, out of nowhere. It was invented to please the woman shelter groups that were looking for money, jobs, and prestige, and also for some political needs, that is, to try to get the woman's vote. This lie was the jump start of numerous politics and regulations, and of course, generous subsidies to feminist groups, and it ran until 2004, when, through access of information, l'après-rupture made public the fact that it was a government lie, that the 300,000 beaten women had no source. From 2004 on, the government published it publicly, not to call it propaganda, replaced it with another false statistic that looks very serious. Government officials, still under the pressure of feminist groups now rich from subsidies money, decided to use the count of events reported to the police as the ground of its official campaign against against domestic violence. They, of course, had to justify the $500 million they were spreading amongst feminist groups every year to protect these so numerous false woman victims. So, publicly it became an official fact that 85% of domestic violence victims were women, and the propaganda could keep going on. Of course, these video clips and publication they were using did not mention the fact that men don't report being victim of their wife. A man looks so feeble saying he is victim of his wife's assault. And the more important fact that because of police politics, if he would report it to the police, his chance of being himself arrested are great. The reality. The facts are, even when talking about physical domestic violence, the victims are more or less half and half, meaning man and a woman. And even a poll made in the Saguenay area, men are twice more often victims of serious physical violence than women. Anyway, hundreds of studies from many countries arrived at the same conclusion. The damages done to the Quebec society, particularly to father and children, will probably never totally be known. It has permitted the justice system to jail tens of thousands of fathers on simple declaration of a woman. Any woman in Quebec still today can get any man arrested within minutes just by telling the police she's afraid of him. It has had as consequences that the suicide rate of men went up with the rise of feminist popularity and of course, of their lobbying power. It has been going down lately. I mean, the suicide rate of men went down lately because the feminist appearance on mainstream media is going down. But the cold fact is that 3 to 4 men commit suicide every day, half of them following an unfair divorce. More than 350,000 families are led by a mother alone, meaning more or less 500,000 children live without a father due to biased court system. Judges believe the official figure of 300 beaten women, which is 300 woman beater. And it would give such men, would you as a judge give such men authority over kids? Divorce rate became one of the highest in the world. Marriage, one of the lowest. Number of adults living alone, one of the highest. In fact, 45% of the adults in Quebec live alone, without a partner. It gave also total control of the family to the state. Children are born in a state hospital and taken very young in a kindergarten operated by the state and controlled by the state, nearly entirely managed by women. The school system is totally state control. The parents cannot choose the school, and recently the law has been lately reinforced so that school language is no choice anymore for parents. Parents' authority has been transferred to justice system. A late judgment officially told us that court can overthrow authority of fathers. Children go to school operated by women under the authority of government, and the only time a male student may have a male model if he is lucky. It is when at secondary school maybe the janitor is a man. All that toxic propaganda changed the father from the protector of the family to the enemy of the family, an enemy that can be deprived of his constitutional rights and skinned to the bone of his assets and money. And to finish, children now see their own father as potential enemy, a half-citizen, and boys see no light for themselves at the end of their tunnel. They quit school, since anyway they have no future. Thank you.